Hello, my name is Jeremy Hurd, and I'm going to be teaching at FDIC 2018. I have the privilege of teaching one of the workshops. I believe it's going to be the first workshop on Monday morning, so if you're excited about it, come early, get to that first workshop. We're going to be talking about how to develop a behavioral health program for firefighters and how to move from post-traumatic stress disorder or post-traumatic stress injury or just post-traumatic stress to post-traumatic growth. The idea behind this is to talk about where is your fire department's behavioral health program currently, if you have one. If you don't have one, how do you build one? If you do have one, how do you evaluate where it is and how it gets better? The goal of this workshop is to allow everyone to evaluate their own place and figure out how to move it forward in a positive direction. Some of the things we're going to cover are how to make a death notification. It's a horrible event in a fire department's life, but it's a significant thing we all need to know about. How to develop a program to talk to your new hires and your new employees. How to recruit firefighters and employees who are ready for this job and are ready to move into post-traumatic growth far before we ever start working with them. And then how to recognize the issues that those who are in our workforce are facing. And then when we realize what those issues are, how do we treat them? So if we can figure out how to prevent issues for a lot of our employees, and then once we recognize those issues that are in some of our employees, we can treat them. That's really the idea of this workshop. It's going to be a few hours of us talking about where we're at in the fire service as a whole, where we're at in your department, and then what we can do moving forward. Another important area of this topic is suicide prevention. My friend Captain Dina Ali from North Carolina is going to be sharing a lot about some of the suicide facts, some of the suicide prevention, and some of the information that needs to be out there about firefighters. She's an expert on this topic, and I've invited her to join me for this. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about retirees. The retiree segment of the fire department culture is one that gets overlooked often. We have this issue where our retirees have this job, have this identity, this ability to continue moving forward in this great career, but their identity is a firefighter, and then they retire. And when they retire, they step into this unknown. And even if they've been planning for it for years, they step into the unknown. And they lose the firefighter identity. And a lot of times they lose their partnership, their brotherhood, their sisterhood, the family that is the fire department. So our ability to be able to connect with them prior to them moving out of this fire service and then connect with them afterwards is important. Another portion we're going to talk about is how to integrate your EAP or your clinicians or your counselors or your doctors into your fire department culture. We do a training with our fire department down here and even all throughout the state of Florida. It's called clinician awareness, and it allows our clinicians to learn about firefighters and to be what we call trauma aware or firefighter aware or first responder aware. So we're going to discuss how we do that and how you might be able to implement a program. We also discuss how to involve our recruit families. These are the families of the new hires who get brought into this family. So they have their first family, their firefighter family, how to join them together. We'll talk about some of the things we do to make that happen. And lastly, we're going to talk about the collaborative approach. Collaboration is the way to develop exponential growth in any topic. And one of the things we figured out is we have a lot of really good ideas out there from a lot of really smart firefighters, and we want to take those ideas and share them. So if you come to this workshop and you have an idea, we're going to take your idea, we're going to steal it, and we're going to share it. We're going to pass it on to everybody else. So we'd love you to be a part of this. We'd love to be able to share what we're doing here in Florida and here in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue specifically, but also what we're doing throughout the nation because of how we're able to collaborate. So join me for this topic, join me for this workshop. We're excited to have you there. We'd love to see you. It's the first thing on Monday morning, so you can't sleep in, you got to get there early, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about this very serious and very important topic because we have to be able to take care of our firefighters the right way so that they can be ready to face what they're going to face in this very, very difficult job. It's a great career, but it's a difficult one. And we need to make sure that firefighter emotional wellness and behavioral health is discussed and approached appropriately. Thank you.